Hi, Tyler with Caster Concepts coming to you with another frequently asked question. That's, how do I know when I should replace a caster? That could be a couple of different things here. So here I've got a caster right next to me. So let's kind of go through a quick checklist of what I should be looking for. First thing to check is if you're working with a swivel caster is to check out how the swivel is. So you can do that if it's mounted upside down. You can kind of wiggle it back and forth, side to side or front to back. You can see here, I've got no play when I'm moving that thing around. The swivel is still super easy. With just a quick little push of the hand, you should be able to get at least one revolution, depending on whether you're using a maintenance-free rig, kingpin, or kingpinless. Good rule of thumb is you should at least get one. If you're getting less than that, you've probably got either a bearing issue going on or there's no more grease in there and you're just grinding those away. The next checklist is going to be checking out our legs. As you can see here, these are still look to be intact. I don't see any bends, just the bend for the weld, and that is normal on this type caster. So that kind of takes us to our next point. We check the swivel section, we check the legs. Now we're going to kind of go into the wheel assembly to complete the caster. First, you'll want to kind of rotate the wheels and make sure there's no flat spotting on it. That can cause extra noise and extra exertion when trying to move carts around if you've got a flat spot on the bottom. So good rule of thumb is just to roll those over and make sure there's nothing there. The next thing you want to do is if you've got an unsealed bearing, you should cake those bearings almost until you can see the grease coming out. If it is a sealed bearing, again, you should be able to get at least one revolution as you're pushing it by. If you're not, you probably may want to look in to see how old it is. When looking at the wheel to see if the caster is still in good shape, you really shouldn't see too much of difference in the push-pull forces of how it is to move the cart in year 1 to even year 2. If you're using a good polyurethane caster, you shouldn't see really any reduction in force there. So if that's something you're seeing in under 2 years, you may want to look at the type of material that you're using, and it might be beneficial to get an upgrade of a caster. And that's how we evaluate a caster to see whether or not you should get a replacement. This is Tyler with Caster Concepts, Heavy Duty Experts.